Andrea Dovizioso has expressed his deep admiration for Toprak Razgatlioglu after witnessing what he described as an almost unbelievable level of adaptation during Yamaha's Valencia test. Despite riding Yamaha's brand new V4 MotoGP prototype for the very first time, Razgatlioglu completed 53 laps and finished the session 18th out of 22 riders. What truly stunned observers was the margin, only 1.294 seconds from the top of the timesheets, while outperforming his far more experienced factory teammates Miller and Alex Rins. From months leading up to the test, many experts predicted that Razgatlioglu would struggle. His signature aggressive braking style, perfected in World SBK, was considered incompatible with Michelin's MotoGP tires. Riders who transitioned from superbikes often spent entire seasons adjusting their braking markers, weight transfer, and corner entry timing. Yet the Turkish star defied expectations the moment he touched the track. Andrea Dovizioso, Yamaha's testing and development figurehead, admitted he was genuinely shocked by how quickly Toprak understood the demands of MotoGP braking. According to Dovi, most rookies spend hours feeling lost, unsure of the limits, nervous about tire behavior, and hesitant to push on entry. But Razgatlioglu approached the process with a calm, analytical mindset that impressed the veteran immediately. Dovizioso explained that the Yamaha V4 engine, a major shift from the inline-4 DNA the Japanese factory has relied on for 2 decades, requires a completely different riding philosophy. It's not just a new bike, it's a new identity. And Toprak handled it like he had been preparing for this moment for years. Observers at the test noticed one thing instantly. Razgatlioglu braked harder and later every run, methodically shaving off tenths while maintaining his trademark confidence on corner entry. Even when he made mistakes, he adapted quickly, not repeating the same error twice. To Dovizioso, that level of responsiveness is rare even among MotoGP elites. Yet despite the impressive performance and rising excitement, Toprak Razgatlioglu himself remains notably silent. Because he is still under contract with BMW until the end of the year, he is legally prohibited from publicly discussing his impressions of the Yamaha prototype, his lap times, or any technical aspects of the test. Fans will have to wait until early next year to hear his own thoughts about the dramatic step into MotoGP machinery. Still, the emotional impact of the test is already being felt throughout the paddock. Yamaha engineers appeared energized, some even relieved, by the realization that their bold leap to a V4 project might have found the perfect rider to accelerate its development. And for Dovizioso, who has spent countless hours refining concepts for Yamaha's future, seeing a rider like Razgatlioglu unlock speed so quickly was more than encouraging, it was inspiring. As MotoGP heads into a new era, one thing is clear: Toprak Razgatlioglu has arrived with a statement. And if his first 53 laps are any indication, he might just be the missing spark Yamaha has been searching for.
Gigi Dall'Igna, the brilliant engineer behind Ducati's MotoGP dominance, has finally broken his silence about the storm surrounding Francesco Bagnaia. For the first time, he openly admits things aren't easy for Pecco this season. And the reason? The man sitting just a few meters away inside the same garage, Marc Marquez. Despite all the glory and the red celebration lights from previous years, Bagnaia's 2025 campaign has been nothing short of painful. The 2-time world champion has lost the rhythm that once defined him, unable to find comfort or confidence aboard the Desmosedici GP25. Ducati still believes in him, at least publicly. But even Dall'Igna, known for his calm and calculated words, sounds uncertain. In an interview with MotoGP.com, he admitted that the team is still searching for answers. "It's hard to explain," he said. "If I truly knew the reason, I would already be working on fixing it. The truth is, neither Pecco nor I really understand what's happening." It's a rare moment of honesty from one of MotoGP's sharpest minds. Behind the corporate tone, there's frustration and concern. Dall'Igna knows how much Pecco has given to Ducati. 2 world championships, historic wins, and the first title for Ducati's factory team in over a decade. But racing is cruel. What matters most is what happens this season. "We're here to win," Dall'Igna continued. "If the results don't come, it's a problem. For him, for the team, and for me. All we can do is keep working to bring him back to the right path." Inside Ducati, whispers of tension have been growing louder. Rumors suggested that Bagnaia's relationship with the team, even with Dall'Igna himself, had cooled down. But the engineer firmly denies it. "Our relationship is still strong," he insisted. "It's been like that even through difficult times. We won 2 world titles together. He gave me my first MotoGP Riders' Championship. I'll always try to help him find his way back." Still, there's an undeniable truth that even Dall'Igna couldn't hide. Having Marc Marquez as your teammate, one of the most aggressive and mentally dominant riders in MotoGP history, changes everything. "It's not easy having Marc beside you," Dall'Igna admitted quietly, "because his results are always incredible. Part of Pecco's struggle is mental. That's the reality." It's a subtle confession, but one loaded with emotion. Bagnaia, once the king of Ducati, now finds himself living in the shadow of a living legend sitting across the garage. Every race weekend, every lap, every split second becomes a psychological battle, not only against Marquez, but against doubt itself. Meanwhile, Ducati is keeping an eye on the horizon. The rider market will explode by the end of 2026, and names like Fabio Quartararo are already being whispered in the paddock. Still, Dall'Igna remains diplomatic. "We know who the best riders are, and we know what we have. For now, I'm happy with my riders," he said, though his eyes may be saying something else. So the question remains, can Pecco Bagnaia rise again? Can he silence the noise, fight back the pressure, and reclaim his throne from a living legend sitting across the garage? For now, Gigi Dall'Igna can only hope and work. Because in Ducati, emotions may run high, but results are what truly define the future. Sometimes the most shocking moments in MotoGP don't come from a crash, but from a stopwatch. In the opening free practice of the 2025 Portuguese Grand Prix, Ducati's paddock was buzzing with disbelief. Marc Marquez, the man who tamed the unpredictable Desmosedici GP25, was sidelined with an injury. And in his place, the team fielded Nicolo Bulega, a rider more familiar with World SBK than the intensity of MotoGP. But what happened next stunned even the most experienced eyes inside Ducati. Davide Tardozzi, Ducati's team director and one of the sharpest minds in the paddock, couldn't hide his surprise when the FP1 timing sheets came in. "We didn't expect that. Bulega was faster than Pecco by 2/10. It's unbelievable," Tardozzi reportedly said, shaking his head in a mix of amazement and curiosity. Yes, Nicolo Bulega, on his very first official MotoGP appearance with the factory Desmosedici GP25, clocked a time 0.2 seconds faster than Francesco Bagnaia, the reigning world champion and Ducati's most experienced pilot. The unbelievable start. For context, the Desmosedici GP25 is not a forgiving machine. It's a monster that demands precision, strength, and courage. Its 300 horsepower engine delivers brutal acceleration and extreme corner exit torque. Even veterans like Bagnaia and Enea Bastianini have spent months fine-tuning their styles to handle it. But Bulega, coming straight from World SBK, jumped onto the GP25 and, against all odds, matched the rhythm of MotoGP's finest riders. He didn't just survive, he competed. Why Tardozzi was so shocked? Tardozzi's surprise wasn't only about the lap time, it was about how Bulega achieved it. His lines were smooth, his braking points surprisingly late,
and his throttle control impressively calm for a debutante. Bulega's feedback after the session revealed how challenging the bike was to control. The Desmo Sedici is incredibly fast, but you need extra strength and skill to ride it. I honestly don't know how Marc makes it look so easy, he admitted with a nervous smile. That humility, combined with raw pace, is exactly what Tardozio loves to see. Behind closed doors, sources say the Ducati garage was filled with mixed emotions. Pride in seeing their young rider perform so well, but also a quiet tension. If a substitute can outpace the world champion, what does that mean for the internal competition within Ducati Corse? A statement to the future. For Bagnaia, this was just one session, a chance to experiment with new settings and tire strategies. But for Bulega, it was a statement, a way of saying, I belong here. Tardozzi knows talent when he sees it. Over the years, he has watched legends rise, from Stoner to Dovizioso, from Lorenzo to Marquez. And in Bulega's first day on the GP25, he saw something familiar, that fearless energy only true champions possess. It's not about experience, Tardozzi later reflected. It's about instinct. Some riders feel the limit immediately. Nicolo is one of them. The bigger picture. Bulega's performance didn't just turn heads, it sparked conversations about Ducati's future. With Marquez recovering and Bagnaia chasing consistency, could this young Italian be the next jewel in Ducati's crown? His smooth adaptation to MotoGP electronics, his bravery in late braking, and his analytical approach to feedback made him look more like a seasoned factory rider than a stand-in rookie. Tardozzi's astonishment captures the essence of the moment, the birth of a potential new MotoGP star born from an unexpected opportunity. Every once in a while, Tardozzi said, a rider comes along who surprises even us. Today, that was Nicolo Bulega. As the sun set over the Algarve circuit, one thing became clear. Marc Marquez's absence may have opened a door, but Nicolo Bulega walked through it with speed, confidence, and a statement that the whole paddock will remember.